Very good afternoon, everyone here in Kota and all my online friends. So today's topic is very well already explained by Professor Pramod ji, and I think we all have got a very good kickstart. So I am going to elaborate a little on that and see that whether we all are emotionally balanced or not. I start my sessions with pledge that everyone has made an intention to learn. So again, I would request everyone here as well as online to write on the chat box that yes, you pledge to learn. Yes, because it's very important to make an intention to learn. If we've made an intention, then anyways we will learn. So I will not take you to the step by step procedure of the entire pledge. All right. Thank you, Emlyn Rose, Archana Biwal, Surya Chauhan. Thank you, everyone. So what has happened here is that everyone now understand that we want to learn, and the kind of learning we are having here, we are very clear that everyone here is a teacher, an academician, a professor, a coach. So I want all of you to take out anything that you like and use it in your classrooms. So, when we talk about NLP, every one of us knows that NLP is super, super effective. But did we all make an effort to learn about it? I don't think even if online anybody has taken an effort to learn NLP. So NLP says that when you have to do something and you want to be effective, the first and most important thing is you yourself making an intention. Once the intention is made, half the job is done, right? So now that we've all made an intention, I don't think we need an icebreaker now because we've already known each other. So I'll skip the icebreaker part. Now you see an image here, everyone, right? I would ask all of you to tell me what is the relation between the lady standing here and all the men and women. There are two women, right? So what is she? Yeah, I will not give any clue. Sir, speaker, listener. Okay. Okay. Team leader, आपने सर क्या बोला था? Speaker, listeners, boss and subordinates. Online, I want every one of you to answer.
Discussion, ma'am.
Yes,
She's
Geeta ma'am.
discussing with.
Sorry, can you come again?
She is discussing with them.
Discussing, all right. Discussing with them, all right. What do you see? Is she reprimanding them? Is she congratulating them? Is she checking them out or doing some dress check? Just go.
Explaining some idea.
Teaching something new idea. Thank you. What else do you think?
Some instruction for the forthcoming activities maybe.
Okay, very good. Instructions, telling something. Muhammad Rezwan also says instructions, giving information. So everyone is right, as I said. So this is me giving instructions before a book release that this is how what is your role going to be? And everyone is given their own roles to play during the entire event. So how you can actually find it out? It could be a marriage also. Why didn't anyone say that it is a marriage function and everyone is a relative?
Because other people are like well married, yeah, pretending well married.
Sir, वो तो pocket. Somebody has a hand in the pocket.
Actually, boss, only one person is like the boss. Remaining all are.
No, the person doesn't know protocol actually. He's not the boss.
Yeah. भी ऑर्डर कर रहा था. Only
Right.
single person में कुछ टाइम में है, बाकी सब तो yes sir.
Correct.
Respect कर रहे हैं.
Correct. Ma'am, you're missing one very important point here. If you see the image Little carefully. It is not a traditional function, a marriage function that is very clearly shown in the picture. Now tell me, how do you see that? Absolutely. I'm carrying a pen with me. So I had all the notes, was giving everyone roles and responsibility. And that is how we have identified it. And very good observation that the person has hand in his pocket. So he looks like in a position of authority, but he is not. So a lot of time it happens that when I go for interviews, I see some students with their hands in pocket, which is a very offending body language, because they have to understand they're students there, they've come for the job, they have to display some humbleness. So these things can be taught to the students, and this is how the emotions play. When HR or the panel of interviewer is sitting, they will see whether the body language is conducive for them to accept and conduct the interviews. Some students are very exuberant and they would just jump at you, so you really feel offended and unsafe, that you, why don't you just take your chair behind. So all these things can be taught to the students as well. Now, why emotional intelligence? I always start all my presentations with why. Because it's no point if you are not buying. Why should I learn emotional intelligence? I should not take care of anybody else's emotions. What is it doing to me? Everyone has that question. And probably that is why in 10 seconds, 20 seconds, our interests are lowered. Why should I learn? Right? So the first slide where I have shown my introduction, I make sure that I keep it for 2 minutes so that I establish an authority, a reputation, that yes, I can coach you, because just from my dress you cannot see that I'm a professional, I will deliver something good. But when you see that I am on 3 4 national forums, international forums, you find, okay, something good might come out of her, right? The second is understanding why I should learn. First is why I should learn from her. Second is why I should learn about it. Like a lot of people have asked me why I should be happy. Why, ma'am? Why I should learn about happiness? So I have 2 slides only to tell them that yes, you should be happy because of this reason. Happiness will improve your productivity at work. So they're so focused at work. So we need to understand why emotional intelligence is important here for yourself and at your workplace. So emotional intelligence can affect these areas: your effectiveness, your influence, your decision making, your interpersonal relationships, your teamwork, and your leadership. If you are not emotionally balanced, you will not be a good leader. It happens when we our emotions are lopsided, we might reprimand somebody off the cuff, and they're not even expecting it, because I am upset, right? Probably I have a scar from past where let's say a waiter had thrown hot coffee at me, right? And it burnt me, it gave me pain. There is a residue of that pain. I cannot come out of it ever, right? Unless I work on it. But do you ever bother if somebody throws water or something hot on you? It's done and dusted. But I'm carrying that emotion all that while, even from childhood. So what will happen? Either when I see a waiter, I will cringe and be nasty with the waiter, or when somebody is giving me coffee, I will see that animosity in that person, that this person wants to kill me, this person wants to burn me, right? And this is very much evident from a lot of people I have come across. They carry these residue, and that is what the trigger points which spoils their interpersonal relationships. That's why we do that inner child healing. You're carrying scars from your childhood or even past life, when we do past life regression. So it is like we are carrying those, we call it karmas, we call it, right? But we're carrying them with us. Those emotions are in us. So that is why it is very important for us to understand and work on those emotions. Now, can anybody here tell me, and anybody on the in the online section, tell me what are emotions? Just name random emotions. Ma'am.
Feelings,
Happiness. Yes, Geeta ma'am.
feelings,
Feelings. What all? Elaborate. What all are feelings?
Affection.
affection, care,
Love,
love, jealousy, guilt, very important, anger, sir,
Both things come from heart.
right,
Emotion.
gratitude,
gratitude, sadness, beautiful. So, moving ahead, I will talk about it at length. There are more than 4,000 emotions. So we will take you to a circle. There are more than 4,000 emotions. So emotional intelligence is the ability to understand our emotion, handle them, and express them in a way which is positive to me, ourselves, as well as others. And it is very important that people around us should also feel safe, comfortable. Emotions are good for myself as well as my surroundings. You will see some people are always, attracting more people around them, right? They have a good aura, they give good vibrations. We say good vibes only, right? Happy vibes, good vibes. Oh, this person has a good aura. Or we say that this person is a people magnet. Why is that? Because that person has an emotional quotient which is very balanced, right? So we were talking about various EQ, IQ, SQ. There is another one called TQ now, technical quotient. I think that we all have bhar bhar ke, right? We have TQ in abundance. We all are technically very sound. But then emotional quotient, because it is not tangible, it is not seen, so we forget the importance of EQ. Sorry, spiritual quotient, being connected to your higher self, being centered. Yeah.
How
So,
can we measure the emotion?
come again, sir.
How we can measure the any tool available to measure the emotions?
Measure the emotions. How will you measure the emotions? Through your
Because
behavior.
emotional intelligence and IQ both are correlated. For success, normally the studies say that 20% role played by IQ and 80% role played by the emotional
EQ,
intelligence.
absolute.
So how
So the
normally IQ is
best,
that?
the best way is like, I can say I've met a lot of you, right? So I can say that this person has a good emotional quotient. This person has a. So the people who have. Sorry, sir. hold. अच्छा, इसमें भी आता है। So yes. So it's a very easy way. People who are accepted by people, their surroundings, their families, who are little more happier, whose aura is positive, who don't get triggered, who don't get angry at all points, they are usually more balanced in their emotions. If you had seen me in 2017-18, you would not recognize me. I have gone through a 360-degree transformation. I used to, you know what my people called me? So publicly I'm saying, so my names were Khadus, my names were Bhagam Bhag, and these were my very good friends. And they, when now they come for parties at my place, and they would say that we would see your car and we would get into the shrubs. And one point, two of my reports, they said we got into that she will come and now she's going to bark that why are you roaming around at 10, 11, that bad. So she said that I had bruises because उसमें कांटे थे, मैं झाड़ी में घुस गई, तो ये तो इतनी बुरी थी, मुंह पर बोलती हैं वो। अब वो मैं बुरी नहीं थी, मेरे इमोशंस जो थे वो बैलेंस नहीं थे। आई वॉज वेरी टेम्परामेंटल, राइट? That is what happens, no, when, because I had a lot of things in my mind, I wasn't balanced, and that used to go on my subordinates. So it happens. And they were not liking me a lot, but when I left they said we missed you so much, because now nobody gives us work like that, we are not growing, we are not learning. But then we have to understand there is a difference between pressure and stress, right? What happens when we put vegetable in a pressure cooker? क्या होता है? It gets cooked early, right? Faster, vis-a-vis a kadahi or yeah, wok you call it. So your open vegetables will take time, but when it is under pressure of that weight, that whistle, it cooks early, right? But we have to understand when to purge out that weight, when to purge out that steam which is inside. When we are not purging out the steam, then there is a risk of explosion, right? So stress is that explosion. It comes out in stress, in what we call it, diseases, right? I'm not using Hindi because a lot of my participants are not Hindi speaking, right? तो बहुत problems ऐसी आती हैं, that is because of stress. But if we know how to purge that pressure cooker, we know that the steam is out and we are sane. And when we don't know, we end up having diseases, imbalanced EQ, right? I hope I answered it little bit. Satisfied? Ask here. All right. Now, what are emotions? Emotions are like feedback mechanism. So let's say I see this, I get emotional. I see a green bottle. Now, one of my very good friends asked me to give this bottle. I had a same bottle. So I said, no, I've bought a new bottle and I love neon shades. I'm not going to give it to you. And we fought over it. A simple bottle, right? And then the few days later only, I gave this bottle. I helped somebody with the bottle, and the person could not catch it from second floor, and it broke to pieces. No, it was full and it broke to pieces. So I have a very bad, a memory with this bottle. It has still not healed because I felt that I should have given it if somebody asked for it. Why I had to hold back, right? So another learning. It is giving me a trigger. Now what can happen is somebody carries the bottle. I will see that person who broke it, but I have to do away with that emotion. So again, I'll bring you back. Emotions are feedback mechanism. They are like signals that let us know if something is right or wrong. If something is right, no problem. If something is wrong, we have to work on it, right? So emotions can lead us to our worst decisions or best decisions. The only difference is your EQ, your EI, emotional intelligence or emotional quotient. Now, if you have a pen and paper, everyone please write these on your sheet. Let's find out how balanced is your life. So you have to rate yourself in a range of 0 to 10. 0 means least, 10 means best. So you have to rate yourself in your health, your friends and family, your fun and recreation. You have to rate yourself from 0 to 10 in each one of these. Everyone online, have you? I hope you have understood. Rate yourself in your health from 0 to 10. 0 means least, 10 means best. From the range. आपने 0 से 10 में अपने आप को नंबर देने हैं सब में. आपकी हेल्थ कितनी अच्छी है. फिर फ्रेंड्स आपके, फैमिली आपकी कितनी आप क्लोज हो, कितने आप हैप्पी हो रिलेशन से, कितना आप फन करते हो लाइफ में 0 to 10.
How is relationship different from friends and family?
Relationship is your love life, your spouse, your husband, wife. तो सर अपने आप को ही नंबर देने हैं, ये तो सबसे ज्यादा आपको ही पता है. Your personal growth, you can write on the chat window also.
Please elaborate possession.
Possessions is ghar, gaadi, bangla, ma.
Well,
Sorry, wealth is money, bank balance.
that's how things are.
Wealth is money. Possessions is
The materialistic
phones,
things.
gadgets,
Materialistic things, no?
property. That. Lot of people realize that they have all the money in the bank, whereas they want possessions. Hanji sir, okay? You would like to discuss? All right. Okay. So, participants online, I want all of you. No, you don't have to add them up. Keep them separately. So like, there are spokes of a wheel. Possession is the material possessions you have, like property, like vehicle, your gadgets, phones, laptops, that is. So now I'll tell you, if let me give you an example. You have all seen a wheel, right? Car ka wheel, your cycle wheel, scooter's wheel. Now you don't have to calculate the entire, you have to keep separate. So now what happens is, you have the wheel is running by the support of spokes, right? So one spoke full length is 10, like a number line. You make it 8, the spoke is smaller, right? So now what you can do is put it in a graph where every, if you put in a pie chart, every pie chart, every pie contains 10 numbers, right? Now what happens if the wheel is round, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10? The ride is going to be smooth. But if the wheel is crooked, 10, 5, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, then what will happen? The ride is going to be bumpy. Right? झटका ज़्यादा लगेगा. झटका ज़्यादा लगेगा तो imbalance होगा ही होगा. Right? So what we have to understand is, wherever we see 5, that is the area of life where we are not happy, where we are not putting enough efforts, enough energy, right? So wherever you put your attention, the energy flows there. So a lot of times it happens, one of my clients had a very good family life, but he hired me for a corporate because the corporate was not doing good. So, as the CEO, he wanted to be coached that why my company is not doing good. In the first session, all he spoke was, my wife, my 2 daughters, they do this, she does this. Every time he was just talking about his family, and he had no time to talk about the company, number of employees. I had to bring him back to the employees, I had to bring him back to the nature of work. So, it was very evident, very clear that all his attention is towards the family, and that is why there was imbalance, it was lopsided. So it's very important that you put your energy in the other areas also. So what do you want, I mean, do you want to share where do you have 5? On career. All right, any other area? Possession is 4. And wealth? 7. Okay. So, see, one thing is very clear, that you have money, but you are not spending it on buying possessions. You are more secure keeping the money in bank, right? Which is absolutely your interest area. Doesn't matter. But you said career. Now tell me, how much have you rated yourself in personal growth? I have a bad throat. Please, let's maintain some silence. No, no, sir. अभी तो वही पर है. In your personal growth. 6. So what you can do is, when you put more effort in your personal growth, you will learn. You will also reflect that in your career. Your personal growth will help you get to a good career, and that career will help you to get good wealth, and that wealth will help you to get possessions. Though you've already marked yourself 7 in wealth, so it's very clear that your priorities are different, right? Probably you are saving for your kids' marriages and other liabilities, so which is absolutely normal. But we need to keep asking ourselves, now that you have a golden sheet in front of you, this will help you. Ask yourself, why 5? Why not 10? What can I do to make it 10? That will help you to take your life to a more balanced life, right? So if your friends and family is less, that means you're giving less time there. If your fun part is less, that means you are not having enough fun. You have to find out. Right. So we have tools to help you improve your areas of life and bring a balance in them. All areas of life. Once there is balance, you will always excel in all areas of your life. and the most important is you will be happy. So I hope online everyone has understood this. Yes, no.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. So now, as I said, positive emotions are all good. Rewards, happy, gratitude, joy. These are all happy emotions. You don't have to go and drill down the emotion. But like when you achieve good results, your hard work, when you feel satisfied, that is all positive emotions. But your negative emotions are your call to action. You have to work on them. You have to go to the root cause of it, right? As we find the cause and resolve the problem, we are happy and positive. So, when we feel angry, when we feel frustrated, we must reflect and find out what is the underlying reason why I'm feeling upset. It happens, no, we met somebody, all of a sudden we are feeling sad, unhappy, or uneasy. So, find out why I'm feeling uneasy all of a sudden. What happened? So, take out time to observe your emotions. It's like your tap is leaking, right? One way is to put an M-seal up on it. Water seepage is stopped, it's working. But in few days it will start leaking again. So what you can do is, instead of that, we put a thread so that it is stopped. But we need to see there is some washer missing, broken, or something else broken in the tap, which is why it is leaking. So it's always advisable to go to the root cause. Once you do it, it is for a larger span of time that you will not find any problems. Now, back to my most important topic, self. The key competencies of emotional intelligence. Actually, the key competencies for any damn topic in the world is self, knowing yourself. So I'll bring it back, but yesterday also we spoke at length about knowing yourself. So I will just take it as enhance your emotional literacy. Know about yourself, your life, your scars, your wounds, and recognize your patterns. When do you get upset all the time? There are very specific reasons why we get upset. So we have to find them out. So the client I was talking about, the career, I gave you an example of yesterday that, the guy with two daughters, elder daughters, and disgruntled employees. I think I gave it in today morning's session. So he's a 55 years old man, but he was not happy with his career and he was not making good bucks. And he was simply saying, I'm not happy with my career. I have not done enough. So I asked him, who taught your kids? I think one son and daughter or two daughters. I said, who taught your kids? Where did the funds come from? Your parents? He said, no, 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 no. I funded their entire education till post graduation. I said, so you were earning. So who brings the groceries? Who made the house? Everything by him. So there was lack of that realization and self worth, that credit to himself that I have done enough in life. Once that came, that hollowness, that void got filled. That I am not enough. I'm not good enough. So just by listening him, everything, all the data was with him. I to just got to know his name from him, right? It was like a group session was happening for Kotak, and it was on productivity. And he said that I want to have you as my personal coach. And I was so engrossed in my session, I forgot. Then he saw my website, contacted me. He even left a video testimonial on my website. So the thing is that we don't know ourselves and we are living a half baked kind of a life, sad life, disgruntled life. So we have to find out, why am I like this? Why am I feeling like this? And this self realization exercise is manifold. You keep going under it's like an onion, right? So you will keep unfolding. Oh, this happens because of this. Or, but why does this happen? Because of this. But then you have to have a lot of patience to sit and work on it, and with a pen and paper. Even if I show you my diary, I still do that. So when I have some problem, I write down why I had this problem. Why did I behave like this? So layer after layer after layer, I will find out. But it gets quite boring. That then I'll call my sister. By the way, why do I do this? So she says, are you doing self-realization or sister realization? I said, all right, don't talk to me. Then I keep the phone again, start thinking. But you get triggers from your family. You can take little help. I do that. So, but try and do that. This will help you heal and be balanced in your emotions. And it helps a lot in your relationships, because they are the most closest people we have, and it goes mostly we went out on our spouses. So it's very important that we do this exercise for ourselves. Second is choose yourself. Now, we have to navigate amongst our own emotions, and we cannot be harsh to ourselves. A lot of time people say, oh, I have this bad habit. Oh, I am very bad. I don't do this. Some people say, oh, you are so fit. I'm so unhealthy. So what are you doing? You are giving your brain a message that, okay, remain unhealthy. You are unhealthy. You don't have to do that. You don't know what is going on in Samne wala's life. You think, oh, that person is so happy right now. I'm sitting here talking to you, but I have a very matlab, I can't even tell you, I'm feeling so uneasy, restless, because of whatever reasons, but I am. But you won't realize it. You know, कोट बहुत अच्छा है. हाँ, ये काश मेरे पास ये कोट होता. Oh, she is enjoying, है ना? So everyone is going through something, but what we do is we get dissatisfied because we are seeing other people happy. So you don't have to go there. Choose yourself and, ego massage yourself. Treat yourself as your best friend. So don't be harsh with yourself. If everybody is walking fast, you are walking slow. Don't be harsh to yourself. Oh, yesterday this, tomorrow this is going to happen. By the way, people who are walking behind, they are going to feel very, inferior. Oh, why can't I walk? Why is this happening to me? Our competitive spirit will give up. It happens, but then you have to give yourself some margin. So I was hanging out with a young bunch of girls, and gym freaks. Most of my friends are. I don't go to gym, so they were like, अनु मैम तो आपका पेट निकला है, सो पंजाबी से मतलब मोटे हो गए आप, है ना? So I was like, अच्छा मैं ही पैदा ਕੀਤਾ है, ਤੁਸੀਂ नहीं ਕੀਤਾ जे, ठीक है? So I am not embarrassed about my physique or my pooch. I'm pretty comfortable with it, because I give myself that fair chance and fair credit that my blessing, this is what I did in life. So you keep saying whatever, but what are you yet? I'm successful. I gave my birth to a kid. So this was my, what would I say, defense mechanism, right? Had I been comfortable with the comment and that I am working on it, I would not have snapped at the person. So this is, don't think that this is the right answer. No, this is a lot of celebrities you see, a lot of people in your own family, they have given birth. My own mom has given birth to 5 kids, right? So we have no excuse for that. We have to go towards a fitness level. But then that was my way of defensive attitude. So we need to understand where we are getting defensive and then work on it, right? So it is a kind of call to action. Take action, start working, work on your abs, exercise more, start running, improve your eating habits, don't have kachoris. You are growing. And so sir took us and he treated us with kachoris today morning. So tell yourself that you're 40 plus and you're not getting any younger, and probably your metabolism has gone a little down. So be nice to yourself. Don't eat so much. And I to hog. When I see good food, I start hogging. So it is not good. We have to maintain a balance and understand, right? Reduce on our intake. If you go towards Ayurveda, if you learn Ayurveda, they say that your meal should be this much, नॉट मोर देन दिस. इससे ज्यादा आपकी डाइट नहीं होनी चाहिए. पर हम सोचते हैं आज तो बुफे लगा है, 6 चीजें खा लें. तो अभी वी आर वर्किंग ऑन आवर सेल्फ, राइट? वी आर ऑल वर्क इन प्रोग्रेस. nobody is enlightened soul here कि पता है I don't have to overeat. We all do those mistakes. But if we want to be healthy at a certain level, then we have to give up those urges, cravings, right? Okay, the last is give yourself, practice empathy. There's a difference between sympathy and empathy. Sympathy is that you had something going on and I sympathize with you. So sorry to hear it. Empathy is understanding, feeling your problem, feeling your pain. That, oh my God, I understand what you are going through. It happened with me once. So I really understand it. So
Feelings with
empathize.
expressions.
Hanji?
Feelings with expressions.
With expressions and feeling somebody's pain, not just show off. Right? That, oh, I'm so sorry. A lot of people do this so sorry wala thing. Okay, so there is a story. I forgot to narrate any story. That's why these are cues for me. I'll narrate a story to you. That is, okay, I won't tell you about what. It's I've narrated this story 100 times. So the story goes like this: there is this man. He's coming back from his office, and when he's trying to open the keys, the door, the front door, he drops his keys. So when he drops his keys, he starts looking for his keys all around. And when he's looking for the keys, there is a passerby on the road. He says, "What are you looking for?" The guy goes, "I'm looking for my house keys." Then he goes, "Did you drop them here on the road?" He says, "No, no, no. I dropped them at my door, but because there is no light there, I'm looking for them here." So most of our life, we keep doing that. We keep looking for happiness elsewhere, whereas it is here. We keep looking for healing elsewhere, wherever I have the key to heal myself. I have to let go my negative emotions and massage those negative feelings, cut those negative cords, and be free. लॉट ऑफ टाइम्स वी फील ना कितना बैठा में नहीं जा रहा है, कितना वेट है, कितना वेट है, इतना वेट लेना है. इफ यू सी व्हाट एम आई कैरिंग राइट नाउ, द चेयर इज कैरिंग माई वेट. आई एम जस्ट सिटिंग हियर. व्हाई एम आई कैरिंग सो मच वेट? So we need to understand and work on it. I've discussed this yesterday also. This is my definition of happiness. Can I use this class? No, no.
Yeah, we can
You can
use
use it. I can use this class? All right. So, happiness is knowing yourself, accepting yourself, and celebrating yourself. So, this is me.
Same soul.
Thank you, sir.
I have the same soul. This is what I have my
This is, ma'am, I want it desperately.
4 pins.
Sure. Thank you so much. So, this is empathy. Example. Thank you so much.
Not a sympathy,
Empathy is because she's also going through the same.
Right in the mouth.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you so much. And the interesting fact about homeopathy is that it is. Hanji. Sorry?
Don't use water now.
Really?
We'll give a break of.
Sure, ma'am. So,
My wife is going to the doctor.
sir, I want a medicine and I was looking for a shop, homeopathy shop. Thank you, sir.
I will drink for you.
Right, ji. Thank you. So now I'll tell you, most of us, this is also empathy. Absolutely, absolutely. Coming forward to help your camaraderie. Absolutely. कितने examples हमें यही मिल रहे हैं देखिए, है ना? All right. So I was telling you a little fact about homeopathy. The same potency is fine for a human and an elephant. The same dosage. So interesting fact about homeopathy. My sister and my brother-in-law are very good homeopaths in Punjab, Batinda. Ji. All right. So we've spoken about happiness, knowing ourselves, accepting ourselves, and celebrating ourselves. And most of us, we spend our lives oblivion of the fact, what is my purpose in life? And then we feel, oh my God, I am not feeling satisfied. I am not feeling complete. I am not growing. I am not satisfied. I don't feel content because we all have a purpose. We are not feeling that purpose, and that is why we're feeling a void. So people who find their purpose, they are always in a state of light, state of growth, state of happiness, contentment. So we need to find our purpose, and purpose can be anything. Spreading happiness, right? Spreading happiness can be a purpose. Creating wealth. Warren Buffett. Do you think that he uses his wealth? He still drives a hatchback car, the same old house, but he's creating so much wealth. World's richest man for so many years. So it's very important to find your purpose in life. And most of us, we get distracted by others' happiness, others' success. We see somebody buying a big house, and we will spend all our life earnings on buying that house, and then we realize, oh, I like the smaller house more. I like the earthy, rusty touch. So we need to understand that it is their success definition. Don't start living their success definition. Just we are just kind of fooling ourselves. A lot of people find happiness in helping others. Mother Teresa, did she make anything for herself? She was so focused on helping others, in devotion, in seva. She was not doing anything for herself. That is what her success. Look at her happiness on her face, right? Mahatma Gandhi, he could have become easily a prime minister, or he could have accepted British rule and anything, but no. So we have to find our own happiness definition. Let people talk rut about us. Like when I left my job, my salary was pretty high. I was drawing 4 lakhs salary per month. I left my job. My superior told me that you are taking a career suicide, and that sentence I did not it did not matter at that time. But when I was coping up with that void, it haunted me that did I really commit a suicide? It was it my career suicide? Because I had nothing in my plate at that time. I was totally free. A work alcoholic person who was not required in the family anymore. What will the person do? Lost. And I was like, oh my God, he was right. Did I commit a suicide? Was it a career suicide? And then I was like, no, I'll find my feet and restart, but I'll not go back. And I've never closed the doors. I don't burn bridges. But I was sure that I have to find what helps me, what makes me happy. And that certainly gave me happiness, and my vision started evolving. And I said, I want to coach people, I want to help people. Because all my life, even in corporate life, I was taking people for blood donation drives every 3 months, old age homes, eye donation camps where they would sign and get eye cards from PGI. Then all body parts donation. So I've got that signed for me, my son, everyone I could come across. I would just start telling them. But I wasn't sure, was this help? The real help is when I started working on myself and understanding, helping somebody know their potential. When people start excelling in their life, when people get happier in their life, when people get happier relations in their life, and then they say, you are God sent. I feel connected. I feel good that somebody is happy. So I am getting some self worth. Otherwise, I lost my self worth. I said, what am I good for? No money coming to my bank. Right? So I started connecting my happiness with money, my self worth with money. Lot of us are doing that mistake. We think we are happy, we are successful if we have money in my bank, right? So there were times that, ma'am, sir, aapka to nahi hai phone? There were times when I would get 4 lakhs annually. The entire year I got 4 lakh, and I was like, oh my God, really? 1 month and now 1 year. But and the closest ones spoke you the most. So my closest one is my mom. And she hurt me the second time. She was like, really? This is what you're earning? Are you doing the right thing? And of course, when you are influenced by somebody, you love somebody, you will certainly revise and revisit their statement. And that day, I was the most disturbed soul. I was thinking, गलती हो गई क्या? गलती हो गई, वापस job join करती हूँ, वापस job join करती हूँ. There is some mistake. My mom is not proud of me anymore. Oh my God, it was the worst day of my life. And then I keep thinking, go back, self realization, self realization. And then I realized it is voluntary. I was not chucked out of a job. मेरा डिसीजन था क्योंकि मुझे प्रॉब्लम्स थी. तो देन आई कॉल्ड माय मॉम. मॉम, देयर इज अ चेंज शिफ्ट इन मी. At that time I needed money desperately for my son's education, for a house. Now I've built a house, I have bought my car, I have given education to my son. Now it's his turn to earn for himself, fend for himself, and be happy, right? So I have no liabilities. I am not going to, be bogged down by your statements. So it is very important that you revisit yourself. Don't take the feedback as it comes. It really stirred me when my mom was like, really, are you happy? But now when you start enjoying your career, you will make more than what you were earning before. Now I earn and I'm happy, my ITR has gone up. But at that time there was this doubt by parents, doubt by your family, because everything here we map it with the moolah, the money. So we have to come out of it. Money is important, but not the end goal, right? I've got 7 minutes, I will quickly wrap up, don't worry. All right. So another thing I see here, even rickshawalas. I went for a morning run, and I saw people sleeping on the roadside. Some people were up and they were reading newspapers. Now I did not check English or Hindi, but they were reading newspapers. Rickshawalas, fruit sellers, and they had bonfire and they were reading newspapers. So I always tell people, I was at Patna also 3 days back. So there also they said newspaper is for Patna, Bihar people. They enjoy reading newspapers, and that too the spiked up news. Thadak bhadak with news that this happened, sunsony news. So he said, the Patna guy said, ma'am, these news, the sizzle in the news is for us. But I always say that instead of having the ritual of outside news, have a ritual of inside news. Know yourself, have gratitude. I'm happy. I shall say yes to my personal growth. I am fortunate. So just go get centered, go inside, read that news, what is happening in my life. We have covered self awareness. Now, can you see the wheel of emotions? Is it visible?
Only the field is visible.
Not the, let me, okay. Check. Can you see now? I will read it. I will read it out to you. I'll read it out to you. So the primary emotions are happiness, sadness. You can read this, right? Acceptance, disgust, fear, anger, surprise, anticipation. What is going to happen? What is going to happen? So these are the primary emotions. Now there is a whole lot of emotion behind every emotion, right? You have to decode that. Like, let's take happiness. Playfulness is happiness. Contentment is happiness. Interest is happiness. Proud, acceptance, powerful, peaceful, trusting, optimistic. These are all happy emotions, right? Now, if you go further, you are more excited, aroused, right? You are joyful, you are free. So these are the, if you see the emotions and the expression of emotions, right? Now if you go to anger, now anger is for humiliation, somebody let you down. Madness, aggressiveness, you are more distant. Now let's say you answered something, I was like, no, 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 wrong answer. I bet you will not learn a single thing after that, because in your mind you have distanced yourself from me. That, oh, I don't agree to her. I will not learn. So it happens, right? Then critical, disappointing, awful, repelled. Now, if you see, when we even speak about these emotions, we get little upset. So these are the wheel of emotions. If you keep going ahead and one layer back, you will find out what vicious cycle it is. Now, the last game we are going to play. Everyone here, you can speak, and all the online participants. SK Dikshit, please, I want your attention here. All right. So, I want all the participants here to tell me, who are you? I am a human who loves. What do you love? I love sports. Myself. Play. Words. मुझे लगा सर कचौरी
Myself.
आने वाली है.
Ma'am, I love myself
You love yourself.
and my
Myself.
family.
My family. हाँ जी सर. सर वो होम्योपैथिक मेडिसिन लिया ना, नहीं तो मैं गरम ले लेती. सर. All right. So okay. आपने तो चाय बोल दिया. I love चाय फिर. है ना? I am a human being who loves, ma'am, my family. Music. Sir. Myself. अच्छा आपने बोले. Sir.
My son.
My son. Beautiful. आपने बोला. Sir आपने. Myself. Okay. Sir. Myself. Okay. I am a human being who wants to. You can go random, say whatever. Who wants to fly? Sorry. Who wants to teach? Beautiful. Be emotionally strong. Beautiful. Emotionally strong. Who wants to be a good mother? Wow. Ma'am, who wants to? I am a human being who wants to eat good food, see the country, see different, travel a lot, anything. Reading and writing. Okay. Okay. I am a human being who has the goal of
Helping others.
this. Ma'am, do know.
We are human beings. I have the goal of
Very good, very good.
bringing life everywhere.
Bringing life everywhere. Very nice. बहुत प्यारा था मैम. हाँ जी, आप बताइए मैम. Who has the goal of so good, bringing happiness to others? Uh, you know. Okay, all right. I am a human being who used to be afraid of people. I still am not socially very, comfortable. Yeah. Tell me yours.
Oh, violent. Violent.
Of being, okay, violent, aggression,
Getting emotionally hurt.
getting emotionally hurt, right? Ma'am, or what you are afraid of?
Getting someone angry.
Sorry?
Getting someone angry.
Getting someone.
Someone angry.
Okay. Okay, afraid of hypocrites, Leo Amalraj says. All right, what else? Afraid of cockroaches,
Hurting others.
snakes, right? Lizards.
Like
Lizards.
somebody,
Okay. Loneliness. Yes. Yes. Afraid of aggressive people. I'm also. Then unexpected things. I'm afraid of people who have very, high pitch. So if somebody speaks in a high pitch, and I'm like taken aback, and then, I lose myself. I don't remember what to say. So that is also one thing. All right. I am a human being who is driven by, sorry,
Driven by family.
family, love. Wow. Thank you, Geeta ma'am. Music. I'm driven by stage presence. I wasn't feeling well and I told Vibha ma'am,
Appreciation that comes
uh,
from his eyes.
not the appreciation. I somehow
Lovely faces.
taken a second step there. So I feel happy when I have delivered well. And that only happens if you have good audience who is engaged. If the audience is sitting still, it is so difficult for a monologue.
I'm inspired by audience.
Audience, true.
My aims.
My aims. Wow, goals, aims. Very nice.
Driven by movie views.
A lot of times when I see a movie and I see somebody with a good physique, all my life is revolving around exercise.
Yeah.
So I have to, and third day I'm lying down with my back overdue. So I've done that a lot of times. And then the size of dumbbells also increase. Usually I do 2.5 kg when I see a movie, and now this Badnaam song. So I'm sure after the Badnaam song again 6 kg will come, and then done for the day. So it happens a lot. We are all very much inspired by movies. Okay, I'm a human being who has a habit of.
मैम नोटिस नहीं पूछा.
मैंने सोचा थोड़ा कम कर देती हूँ. Who notices? अच्छा आपने लिख लिए.
हाँ,
No,
हमने लिखा.
notices
Kindness.
kindness. Beautiful. I notice exuberance, excitement, happiness. A child in someone. Somewhere I resonate with that person. So my son, he would always say the youngest child in our family is mom. And as the most mature person, and we always say the buzurg in our family is our son. So he is a buzurg in the family.
इसी के लिए रिलेशनशिप या ऐसे सेटअप कंडीशंस के लिए उस आदमी की जो भी उसके अंदर उसके बच्चे को समझना पड़ेगा.
उसके लिए
उसके अंदर जो बच्चा है वो समझना पड़ेगा.
समझना पड़ेगा.
अंडरस्टैंड द चाइल्ड इनसाइड द मैन दैट यू विल बी सेट अ वेरी स्ट्रांग रिलेशनशिप.
Absolutely right. That knot is strengthened if you know the person also. वही है ना, self relationship is when you know yourself. Your relationship with someone else is when you know them. Right. All right. I'm a human being who has a habit of laughing. Good.
Weaving stories.
Weaving
Smiling.
stories. Sorry?
Smiling.
Smiling. Very good. Gossiping. Okay. Gossiping. Can you see? Men are saying gossiping more than women here. Did you see that? You see, three of you. Right. Okay. Wonderful. Smiling, Justin. I'm a human being who
Forgiving
is happiest when
forgiving
Helping others.
with happy others. All right. With your kids. I'm also happiest when I'm with my son. Yeah. With yourself. When you're free. Oh, ma'am, nahi. When I was free, I was like so low. What to do? Totally free. And when you're free, you don't even feel like reading also. सुनता हो सब. Sorry?
Meditating. Free means they are meditating.
मेरा कंप्लीट कर पर.
Right. Right. All right. Let's go to the next. I am a human being who gets disappointed by cheating, indiscipline, fake people, lying, very much true. Cheaters, fake people, lying. Right. What else, ma'am? आपने नहीं लिखा?
यही लिखा है.
यही लिखा, fake people.
Disappointed me or disappointed the list बहुत सारा है. I get disappointed very easily.
Okay. I get disappointed by bad odor also. I get disappointed by bad odor also.
Actually, my problem is my anger problem. Because I get disappointed.
So now,
I expect too much. Why? Because I was being expected by someone too much in my childhood. I tracked it down and solving it.
good, good. See, you have come to the third level now. You know that it is from childhood.
Yes.
It is because of this expectation in the childhood. Now you go further. Why was that expectation from me? Why was it not fair with me? Why am I still clinging to it? Why do I like my me being treated bad still so much that I'm clinging to it? Now if I give you a bad smelling rotten potato, why would you keep it in your purse? You'll throw it, right? So why am I carrying that feeling yet? So good that you have come to the third level. There are 12 levels of self realization. So keep going further.
That's the new one, 12 years.
Good, you have a habit of writing, I've seen. So keep writing. Go ahead, go ahead. Keep writing. Ask yourself. The more you ask yourself questions, the more you will get to the truth of the matter and what triggers you. You will be able to heal yourself.
Ask yourself, not the partner person.
There must be something which I don't know. Yeah, inner joke. Good. All right. I am a human being who wishes I could be a doctor.
I'm pretty awesome. Wishes I could be good at sports.
Good at sports. Yes. Sir? Sir? आप हाँ जी बताइए सर. I am a human being who wishes I could. Do you have any wish that you could do something? एक वो जेठ में लानी करके वो नहीं है जज ये वैसे नहीं लग रहा है? क्या नाम था पूरा? नहीं नहीं उन्होंने तो करवाए है वो जेठ में लानी करके एक जज है ना वो. हाँ जी उनसे शक्ल नहीं मिल रही है थोड़ी थोड़ी सबकी मिल रही है ना. हाँ यस मैंने पूछ के कहा गलती तो नहीं कर दी कहीं. जज साहब मैंने कुछ नहीं किया मैं निर्दोष हूँ. ऑलराइट सो आई एम अ ह्यूमन बीइंग हु बिलीव्स इन लव miracles god god सर सबने ठीक कहा है ना. Spirituality, God, thank you. Blessings very much. In Art of Living, there is a blessing course. So they teach you how to bless others. Because actually we say, no, Aham Brahma. So you are God. So when we say God bless you, so some people very comfortably say, I bless you. This is also a thing I've heard so much from my friends in my network. So they would say, I bless you, which is a very evolved thing. I still don't say it. So I really learn and get inspired that they are at that level. So good. All right. I am a human being who would give smile, love, happiness. Yeah, answers are same: love, happiness, Shantama, right? Lecture,
Time.
good, happiness.
Time, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Time.
Opinion, time. See, time is also a very expensive resource. So thanks to Mr. Manish, Mr. Rajender, you have given us a lot of time. Really. We really appreciate that and acknowledge it. Sunil ji also, right?
And all of them,
Everyone sitting here is also giving us time.
and
So
sitting in the front of the computers also.
thank you, sir. Sitting here also. We covered everyone, right? All right. I'm a human being. हाँ जी
किसी एक को मिनट दे देना पहले सबको देना जरूरी है.
सबको है ना बांट दिया बराबर से ले लिया वो. दिस इज कॉल्ड यूबुंटू. वो भी एक फिलोसफी है ना कि देयर इज दिस गाय ही सेज एक ट्राइबल एरिया में कि जो पहले भाग कर आएगा उसको बनाना मिलेगा. तो वो सब इकट्ठे आते हैं और इकट्ठे बनाना शेयर करते हैं बिकॉज उसको नहीं मिला तो मैं कैसे खुश होऊंगा. उसका पेट नहीं भरा तो मैं कैसे पेट भरूंगा. सो दिस इज अ ट्राइबल कॉन्सेप्ट एंड द कॉन्सेप्ट इज कॉल्ड यूबुंटू. बट आजकल तो व्हाट्स इन देयर फॉर मी आता है पहले
वो
WIF.
कंट्री का एक बहुत अच्छा यूट्यूब पे पर भी है, बहुत अच्छा कंसेप्ट.
करेक्ट यूबुंटू के ऊपर. ओके आई एम अ ह्यूमन बीइंग हु विल वन डे
Be at peace with my life.
beautiful, be at peace, be contented,
Stay in a peaceful place.
peaceful place, be in a peaceful place. Okay, online people, I am a human being who will one day
Reach more people.
coach more people. Oh my god, okay. That is given. We will all pass away. Yeah. That is given. True. देखो सच बोला है मैंने. Okay. Last. How can we increase EQ? ठीक है ये सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट रह गया ना. वाई हमें समझ आ गया. अब हाउ लास्ट में. So one is the will to change. Who all agrees that they have a balanced EQ here? You know what? 90% agree that they have a balanced EQ, and the remaining 10% have it. अब हम सारे 10% में आ गए हैं. Correct. So the one thing is will to change, that I have to increase my EQ, my self awareness. Two is invest in yourself. लिखिए, self realization कीजिए. Third is be mindful of your non-verbal communication. Most of the speakers, if you see, when they speak, after that they are like, any questions? You have a closed body posture, you don't want any question, you want to rush to your home and you're saying any questions. So when you're talking, your hands should be, open, that yes, I am open to take criticism, take feedback, ask people asking questions. So it's very important, your non-verbal language should not be offending. All right. Then stay connected to your emotions. Again, very important. Me giving you a lecture, oh, I am very emotionally balanced. But what did I do? I rather made myself very vulnerable. That yes, I went through this situation. I am going through a situation right sitting here with all of you. What happens? People will connect that she's not fake or he's not fake. He's sharing the present. And if somebody comes, I am the enlightened soul, I'm going to teach you, coach you today. So like झूठ बोल रही है ना? So it's very important to be genuine, be connected to your emotions, and be vulnerable also. Once you are vulnerable, you are accepting that you are going through something and you're going to work on it. Don't put MSIL on your tap. Open it. Find out where is the problem. Is it the washer? Is it something else? Reduce your stress. One simple way of reducing your stress is, if you really cannot find questions and answers, sit with yourself and do the breathing work. One most important work. Your self-worth will increase, you will be successful, you will be happier. Sab kaam ban jayenge. Just sit with yourself and breathe. And now while I'm saying it, I'm just realizing, why didn't I do it when I was not feeling well today? So another realization. So please do the breathing work. So we call it breath in, breath out, bibo. Then practice effective conflict resolution. Find the middle ground. Don't always say only I am right, or oh yes, you are right, I am wrong. Find a middle way. Like sir yesterday said, agree to disagree. At times we are not able to reach a solution or a same conclusion. So we can agree to disagree. Right? Okay. So insights will follow with consistent practice. Soon you will be able to unhook your old, like from your old life stories, your injuries, your hurts, your wounds. Soon is a very sarcastic word actually in life. I don't say anything happens soon. You really have to dwell, you really have to work on it, so it doesn't get sorted so soon. Okay, so I won't go any further. Who is this frog, this daddu? This frog is Sukhiram or Sukhwanti. Now, what happens when you are Sukhirams and Sukhwantis? You listen good, you think good, you speak good, you hear good, you eat good, you feel good, you do good. So then you become Sukhirams and the Sukhwantis. And you are confident, yourself is confident, world is beautiful, and your future is promising. Tino triangles balanced. But mirror, mirror, tell me, who am I today? Grumpy. Dukhi Ram, Dukhwanti. Right? So now full of jealous, greed, revenge, anger. Does not make a priority list.
पॉइंट्स बढ़ गए.
हाँ जी, चेकलिस्ट नहीं बनाएंगे, रोते रहेंगे, कंप्लेंट करेंगे. Right? Instead of learning from mistakes, they blames everyone. Right? End up doing inessentials versus essential only. So now they are helpless. They are, the word for them is dreadful. दुनिया बहुत खराब है. Future inconsistent है. So now the choice is your. You want to be the Sukhiram or you want to be the Dukhiram. Sukhwanti or Dukhwanti. अब वहां पर से आ गया है कि बस हो गया, ये लास्ट स्लाइड है. थैंक यू सो मच.